Thank you very much, Phantom. It's 8:42 at KHCK 339-1140. Also available at 800-920-1140. Bring in this guy, Joey Ortiz.
Bring him in.
I'll tell you, this guy's on the show because he sent me an email last week.
Yeah.
And the email reads as follows. Hey, come on in, Joey. Get right, and that microphone right over there. I was an alcoholic. What is that loud? That's not my headphones.
No, now hold on. Now watch. Now talk.
Hi there.
Hello.
Still kind of there.
I think it's there.
All right,
still.
it's not that mic.
Turn off the stuff in the other room, guys. Just turn it all the way off. Okay,
it's off.
There you go. Now that's better.
Okay,
that's better. I'm getting some sort of feedback.
It's a tinny sound
from headphones in the other room, Joe.
Very tinny.
Okay. While we work on that, let's welcome Joey Ortiz to the show. Hello, Joey.
Hey,
how are you,
Ortiz?
Joey.
Hey, Joe.
How you doing, Don?
Good morning, my friend. Class, here's a picture of Joe in a coma, out of intensive care and into the trauma nursing unit. Looking rough. Joey has been in a coma. Let me see. You sent me an email. You've written an autobiography called Correcting a Reckless Life. You're an alcoholic from 8. In spite of that, you were the best football player in town. What town, Joe?
Town of Sacramento, Don. Rancho Cordova, Elk Grove, Davis, you name it.
Alcoholic from age 8. The whole town enabled Joey from school to getting away with 4 DUIs. He would get into fights. Nothing would happen. He was untouchable. Scholarship athlete in football. He never went to class. Prior to his sophomore year at Sac State, he dropped out, was offered a full ride at UNLV. 3 days later, he was drunk, prematurely celebrating, got hit by a car going 70 miles an hour. He was a hit-and-run driver. The story's all over the news. He was dead in the street, revived twice, put in the Lifeline helicopter where he stopped breathing twice. He's had 18 major injuries, including losing half of his left calf. Was playing football again 5 months later, damaged goods, nobody wanted him. He then became a car salesman, #1 car salesman in the Valley with the biggest drug habit of anyone. He lived this way for 17 years. His wife left him. He's sober now. He's lost 75 pounds. He's playing football again at age 40. You hear that?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, there it is.
Listen.
Of course.
I swear they were just doing it. Those guys on the roof.
Yeah,
that's going to drive me nuts over the next week. I promise you that's going to drive me nuts. So Joey Ortiz.
Yes, sir.
Welcome to the show, my friend.
Thanks for having me.
Jesus Christ. Do you hear that?
Yes,
you hear that?
I absolutely hear it all.
Dong, 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 dong,
dong, dong.
Now, are they doing that to screw with us, or are they
No.
really doing something up there?
That's them.
Carmichael Dave. Is there a way to turn these down?
Yeah. Down or up?
Down.
Down, yes.
Joey.
That's too much.
Welcome to the show, Joey. Your
Thanks
book
for
is
having
called
me, Don.
Correcting a Reckless Life. Tell me, how do you become an alcoholic at 8? That's where I'll start with you, Joey. How do you become an alcoholic at 8, dude?
Well, Don, I had no dad, but I was blessed to have a grandfather that worked for a Budweiser distributor in Northern California.
Okay.
And that was my mom's dad. And every time he came down to see us from Eureka, he'd bring down 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15, 20 cases of beer.
So
And,
you started pounding beer when you were 8 years old?
Yes, sir.
Wow. How many? When you were 8, 9 years old, how many beers could you handle?
Probably 8.
What an awesome beginning to your life.
Some kids peak early, don't they?
Yeah, exactly.
So you're drinking beer at 8, and you play football. You say, quote, you were the best football player in town. What position did you play, and who'd you play for?
I played at Mitchell. I played at Cordova. I played at Sac City, and I played at Sac State, and I got a full ride at UNLV, like I said, prior to getting hit by a car. I played wide receiver, kickoff, and punt return. And now when I say I'm the best in town, that's not according to me. That's according to fans. That's according to people I played with.
Okay.
And that's according to the amount of trophies I have at home.
What about your 4 DUIs that you had? Was that before you went to college? You had 4 DUIs?
That was in high school.
You had 4 DUIs in high school. How'd you get away with that?
They let me go.
And who let you go, and what was the context of them letting you go?
Well, I knew some higher-ups in the Sacramento County Sheriff's Department, and I was, like I said, I was a star athlete at Cordova, and Cordova was a small, town growing up, and, you get your football jersey on, you get pulled over drunk, most oftentimes they would let you go.
Wow, I know a lot of dudes who wish that was the way it was now.
Yeah. Hi, Heinz Ward.
So you got, he's maintaining that he wasn't drunk.
Yes, he is.
He is maintaining with his last breath that he was not drunk.
Well,
and, I would give Heinz Ward the benefit of the doubt.
I would.
I would.
All right.
Now, Joey, When you were drunk and playing high school, I guess this whole thing is that you thought that you were above anything happening to you at all. It must be because people enabled you to go past these things. You drank beer when you were 8. You got DUIs when you were in high school. You must have thought if you had a free ride to UNLV, you must have thought that you were just absolutely, you were like the Teflon Don. Nothing's going to stick to you.
That's correct. I thought I was untouchable, and the biggest, I had lots of things that I did wrong, but one of them, and most important one, I think at this point, I didn't know how to handle success, and it almost killed me.
So when you got hit by the car, by the hit-and-run driver, you were drunk at the time?
I was drunk and stoned.
Wow. Drunk and stoned. And were you driving or walking?
No, I was with 2 girlfriends from Cordova High School. We're just getting ready to get in my truck and have them drive me home.
So how did the guy hit you that you weren't even in your car and the guy hit you going 70? How did that happen?
I was on the shoulder of the road, and the car came. I don't know if you're familiar with Elkhorn and 16th Street in Rio Linda, but that's where it happened.
Oh, I got an A-frame there. Sure, the fishing's great there.
You and everybody else?
No, I don't. Obviously, I have no idea what you're talking about.
I got hit by a car. There was 2 other people got hit, but I was the only one that got severely hurt. I had 18 injuries. You got a minute? I'll tell them to you.
Yeah, tell me all 18. Go.
I had a bruised brain.
1.
I knocked out. I had $18,000.
Let me stop you right there.
Okay.
I think Dave suffers from that as well.
Well, yeah,
and I'm pretty sure Craig is the poster boy for a bruised brain.
Yeah. I never got hit by a car though.
All right, so a bruised brain. That's number 1. Number 2 injury.
$18,000 in fake teeth, separated shoulder.
Hold on.
I don't suffer from that.
No,
Dave.
I could.
Would it almost be worth being hit by a car going 70 if you got teeth out of it?
Yeah, as long as very little pain. Yes, it would.
Okay. Number 3 injury.
Separated shoulder.
All right. Number 4 injury.
Fractured wrist.
Number 5 injury.
Broken bladder.
broken.
Dude, how do you break your bladder?
You get hit by a 70-mile-an-hour Honda Civic.
Yeah, but I mean, literally, how do you? I don't know enough about the body to know how you would break a bladder. All right, injury number 6.
3 broken ribs.
6,
Injury
7, and 8.
number 7. Hey, Dave. Again, this is like
this is like my life.
In a
I
mirror.
should write a book. Jeez.
Injury number 7.
Bruised kidneys.
Injury number 8.
Shattered pelvis.
Injury number 9.
Broken leg.
Injury number 10.
Another broken leg.
Injury number 11.
Torn cartilage in my left knee.
Injury number 12.
Torn posterior cruciate ligament in the left knee.
Injury 13.
Shattered kneecap.
Injury 14.
Cracked eye orbital.
Jesus. 15.
Lacerated left calf.
16.
Broken and dislocated left ankle.
17.
Torn ligaments in my left ankle.
And one more, 18.
And a lacerated arm.
And he's shortchanging himself because he counted both broken legs as separate injuries. Technically, I think that should be 21 because there were 3 broken ribs.
It was the same leg broke twice.
Yeah. Same leg broke twice. Yeah, exactly. 3 broken ribs. That's 21.
Now, 4 DUIs. That had to be like before the advent of MAD, Mothers Against Drunk Driving, right?
Yeah, it was around that time. Like I said, I was in high school and I kept getting pulled over drunk in Rancho Cordova, where I was from.
Right. So all of these injuries that you had, these 18, maybe 21 injuries by Dave's count, this was all from the hit. It was a hit and run driver.
Yes, sir.
And they never found him.
It was a girl. My attorney hired a private investigator and tracked her down. But by the time the whole investigation was screwed up from the beginning, so nothing happened to her.
All right, all this stuff happens to you, and you're an alcoholic, and you've had DUIs, and you get hit by a car, and you have all of these incredible injuries. And then you come back, you make a recovery. Tell me about your recovery.
Well, as soon as I could walk on crutches, I was doing laps around the block, and I got some pictures I'll show you later. But I was at the gym on crutches, and actually I met Marcus Allen at the gym with fresh blood on my face, and still.
Was he dropping somebody off?
Yeah.
No, he was actually working out there. But I started working out from day one. I learned how to walk again in a swimming pool at 20 years old. And I wasn't going to be denied. Unfortunately, there wasn't enough Vicodin in this town to kill the pain.
Hey, Dave, Vicodin, that's another thing you got.
That's right. Jeez, you're like long-lost brothers. Wow.
All right, so tell me now what happens. So you go back, you try to play football again. What happened then?
I just couldn't handle the left ankle pain. I'd practice one day, and the next day I'd wake up and I couldn't walk. So I made it through the season, but I went from starting every game as I had done for 11 years to being a second-string wide receiver, and it just ate me up. So after that season, I retired. I moved to Chico, and I blew $100,000 in 12 months partying in Chico.
Yeah, now that's what I'm interested in as well. You wrote me that you became the #1 car salesman and also the #1 drug habit. How long were you full into the drug thing? How long were you an addict?
I snorted cocaine every day for 12 years.
See?
I bought so much.
See, Craig?
Again. Yes.
That asshole hurt you, Craig.
Don, I actually, all kidding aside, I
Yes.
bought so much coke when I worked at a car dealership downtown. I got it free for 3 years on Florin Road, delivered quicker than a pizza.
Wow.
I know a lot of guys in the other room want to go buy a car now.
Seriously. Yeah, exactly.
Seriously, how do you get coke for free?
You buy too much of it.
How much would you buy in a setting? How much would you buy in a day? How much would you buy in a week?
At the height of my demise, I was buying anywhere from $150 to $500 a day.
That's a pretty expensive habit, dude.
Yeah.
Every day.
Yeah, I averaged it out. I had a bank account where I kept all my money just so I could, for party on, separate of my other bank account.
Right.
And I would average about $2,000 to $2,500 a month.